Well, hello from a very snowy Vermont. We haven't really had a normal snowfall. Like January we didn't get much at all, but we seem to be making up for it in February. So I'm just waiting for the car to warm up, and I'm going to go out. I haven't been out for a few days, so cabin fever has just taken over me, and I'm like, I've got to get out of this place. I know where the song comes from now. So I'm going to go on a little tour to see. My main object today is to see if the maple syrup is being hooked up to the trees. I know it sounds bizarre, but in these cold conditions, as we get further towards the end of February and March, when the sun does come out and has a little bit of heat, it makes the sap run because of the cold nights and the warmer days. And the sap starts to run, and they collect it, and that is how they make maple syrup, which is not quite that simple, but it's a boiling down process, and I plan on taking you to a friend's maple syrup farm, and he makes a lot. So yum yum. So let's go and see. I've warmed the car up, which is a very good thing to do in these sub-zero temperatures. And I've got the driveway ploughed from 2 days ago, and I leave a little bit on the driveway for those that are looking at it saying he hasn't done a very good job. That's because a little bit of snow gives you more traction than the tarmac when it's scraped right down. That's a lesson you learn. Here's my next door neighbour coming in. I don't know if I can catch him up there. Yeah, he's gone behind my house, but Mike has, what does he have? 100,000 acres next door, and he lets me go on there to exercise and take my four-wheeler and stuff like that. So I think he's just flying in. He has a helipad there, and yep, he's just turning round and going down. He's behind the tree line, but thought I could show you, but not, maybe not. So while he lands his helicopter, safely I hope, we will go and see what the maple syrup trees, if they've hooked up and if it's ready to go. So follow me and I'll meet you down there. Well, this is the back of my property. Our home is through those woods down the hill. So I've just come up the hill and following the road round, and I stopped here because one of the winters, or it's a few years ago, this is a marsh. If I zoom in I can show you. I saw a moose. Actually I saw two. There was a mother and calf, I believe. So this is an area which is a conservational area, I suppose we would call it, and they are free to roam here. And of course the moose eats grass, marshland grass, which is his favourite. So this was just ploughed out, so I thought I'd stop and show you. Here we are about a mile further up the road, and this is the start of where they tap the trees. Actually it's the end of the line because we're on a hill, and that's where the pipes, I'll zoom in, are attached to the trees, and you can see them there, and they come all the way down here. I was here back in the fall or the autumn, and of course it was all visible, but it's hard to see now, but they're not ready yet. There's a tree there with all the pipes on, tapped, ready to make the maple syrup flow. So this is the end of the line, and there's usually a big bathtub here, and that's where it all gets filled up, and they come and empty it every day. So it's a little bit ahead of the season, so it's not ready yet, but there's not much else I can show you because of access. All the pull-ins are all snowed in, so let's go a bit further. Well, I've just come back into town, into Vermont, And this is the sugar house that I'm going to be filming at. That's it. It's the farm behind it, and this is a hive of activity in about 3 or 4 weeks time. The doors will be open. They'll have donuts being freshly cooked, and that copper chimney there will be flat out making the syrup. That's the syrup tank right on the top of the roof, and I'll be along and ask them if I can go in and film. I can see all the firewood that they've got ready there, so that'll be great. Let's go and see if we can find another one. Well, this is another one that's now going to be operating in a few weeks. You can see the same setup on the top, the elaborate chimney and the venting, and to the right he's got all his wood. On that end building there is full of wood, and the doors will be open. This one's called Paradise Sugar House, and it'll be fun to come. It's a family affair. They'll have the food on, the donuts going, the maple syrup smell is amazing. So let's look forward to that. And I'm going back into town to get some gasoline or petrol for my hybrid. I only put some in about every 3 months. I use my electric car for most of this filming because it's free. And just a shout out to a couple of friends. Roy, I'm using the Panasonic, the little tiny one today, because it's handy. And hello to Roger Bailey, who I spoke to today. Good to talk to you, my friend. One of the days maybe you can both come over and check all this out. So stay safe, everybody, and I think that's the end of the video for today. There's the sign. That's all we've got to report, and I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe. Hope you've had the jab or the shot, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.